These are the lines that define the world of Westeros and beyond.
Those are brave men knocking at our door. Let's go kill them!
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 quotes from Game of Thrones.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win, or you die.
For this list, we're taking a look at dialogue that has stood out in this ongoing dark fantasy series. These quotes can come from any character in any scenario, as long as they leave an impact on fans, and in some cases on the show itself. And here's a warning, a huge spoiler alert is in effect.
F*** prophecy. F*** fate. F*** everyone who isn't us. We're the only ones who matter, the only ones in this world. And everything they've taken from us, we're going to take back and more.
Number 10, ashes in your mouth.
His place is not on the battlefield.
It's not on the throne either.
There's no love lost between these two Lannister siblings. As Cersei tries to undermine her brother, she believes that she has finally gained victory when she reveals that she has captured his mistress.
Why are you happy?
Because I have your little whore.
As it turns out, she's captured the wrong girl. Her prisoner is actually one of Tyrion's old conquests. Being the tactical genius he is, Tyrion plays the part of the defeated foe very well, feigning grief and delivering a rebuttal that may be made of false anger, but still sends chills down our spines.
I will hurt you for this. A day will come when you think you're safe and happy, and your joy will turn to ashes in your mouth. And you will know the debt is paid.
While his vengeful speech at his own trial is equally impressive,
I wish I had enough poison for the whole pack of you. I would gladly give my life to watch you all swallow it.
we chose to go with the more subdued performance, which displays just how well Tyrion understands and plays the tactical game.
Get out.
Number 9, the God of Death.
Who are you?
Your dancing master, Syrio Forel.
Though he wasn't long for this world, Syrio Forel was an exceptionally entertaining standalone character. First introduced as young Arya Stark's dancing master, we quickly learned that in Bravos, dancing master means master swordsman.
9 years, Syrio Forel was first sword to the Sea Lord of Bravos. He knows these things. You must listen to me, boy.
I'm a girl.
During one of his classes, he offers Arya a piece of advice that inspires one of her defining characteristics. He believes in neither the old gods nor the new, only in the absolute god known as death. And he only has one thing to say to death.
There is only one God, and his name is death. And there is only one thing we say to death. Not today.
While this quote was inspiring the first time we heard it, it was utterly heartbreaking when it became his dying words, following his supposed defeat by a Lannister guardsman. Seems that death insisted today be the day.
What do we say to the God of death?
Not today.
Go.
Number 8, I am yours.
I do know some things. I know I love you.
Between the brothels, arranged marriages, and rapes, you'd be hard-pressed to find genuine love in all of the Seven Kingdoms. Two of the purest but most unlikely romances were between the half-man Tyrion and the prostitute Shae, as well as the bastard Jon Snow and the wildling Ygritte.
We shouldn't.
Divided by ideology and social standing, but utterly infatuated with each other, these two couples braved death on multiple occasions. While both pairs were destined to end tragically, they found themselves sharing the same line of dialogue to declare their unending love for each other.
I am yours, and you are mine.
It's a bittersweet reminder that in such a war-torn land, true love does exist.
You're mine, and I'm yours. And if we die, we die. But first we'll live.
Number 7, Full of Terrors.
Look to your sins, Lord Renly. The night is dark and full of terrors.
The Lord of Light's religion is extreme to say the least. Between all the human sacrifice, the blood of kings, the burning people alive, or the birthing of shadow monsters. Spreading that gospel is the woman cloaked in red, who goes by the name of Melisandre. Originally, she was the right-hand woman to Stannis Baratheon, a contender for the Iron Throne. But she's done what she must to survive, while spreading her lord's word, especially in terms of the night and the terror found within.
For the night is dark and full of terrors.
For the night is dark and full of terror.
While it may be ominous when she says it, when a fellow Red Priest, Thoros of Myr, speaks the same words and proceeds to bring a man back from the dead, we really start to believe in the terror.
He will. But not today.
Number 6. Hold the door.
And I've heard all about Hodor.
Hodor.
Who knew a phrase this innocuous could hold such meaning?
Hodor!
Don't, Hodor.
We'd guessed there was more to simple Hodor, a gentle giant only capable of saying one word. But we never expected this.
Benjen always lifts his chin when he's about to charge.
And lowers it when he's going to dodge a lady. Hodor talks.
Bran is observing young Hodor in a vision when the cave he's hiding in is invaded by whites and White Walkers. To escape, Bran wargs into Hodor from within the vision, and his loyal friend fights for the Stark boy to the end. Meanwhile, in the past, young Hodor has a seizure when Bran wargs into him as well. As a result, Willis, as he was then known, hears Mira's instructions to hold the door. A phrase he repeats until one word is all he can say. Number 5. Valar Morghulis.
Valar morghulis.
Of the many languages spoken in the Seven Kingdoms, High Valyrian is definitely one of the rarer ones. While it is an ancient tongue, certain factions such as the Targaryens and the Red Priests are fluent in it. While it's beautiful to listen to, there's one phrase that stands out above all. First uttered by the faceless man Jaqen H'ghar, the phrase translates to "all men must die."
If the day comes when you must find me again, just give that coin to any man from Bravos and say these words to him. Valar Morghulis.
Valar Morghulis.
A fitting saying for a series like this. It's followed the character arcs of Daenerys Stormborn on her rise to power and Arya Stark on her journey to Bravos.
How did you?
Valar Morghulis.
One thing's for sure, the saying has become an absolute truth for the series, and in some ways, life in general.
Say it again. Valar Morghulis.
Valar Morghulis.
Good.
Number 4. Regards. Just when you think you found the character you despise the most, along comes another one to steal the title. After the hellish events of the Red Wedding, many fans found themselves hating the Boltons for their vicious betrayal. Following the massacre of the Stark soldiers, supporters, and even Robb Stark's wife and unborn child, Roose Bolton adds insult to the already substantial injury before killing the King in the North himself, Robb Stark, by repeating what was actually an innocent comment originally made by Jaime Lannister.
Tell Robb Stark I'm sorry I couldn't make his uncle's wedding. The Lannisters send their regards.
As we watch the bodies pile up, we're reminded that truly no one in this world is safe.
The Lannisters send their regards.
Number 3. Always pays his debts.
Tell your father I'm here. And tell him the Lannisters aren't the only ones who pay their debts.
This phrase, and variations thereof, has become so commonly associated with the deceptive and excessively wealthy House Lannister that many don't realize that the phrase "hear me roar" is actually their motto.
Sigil, a lion. Words, a Lannister always pays his debt.
No. A common saying, but not their official motto.
Not that they ever forget to remind their rivals that they are a family of lions.
A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep.
The phrase takes on a multitude of meanings depending on which Lannister utters it. If it's Tyrion, then it's gonna be said in a sarcastic and witty manner.
Lannister always pays his debts.
If it's Cersei or Tywin, chances are someone's gonna end up dead very soon.
Whoever finds her, well, you know what they say about Lannisters and death.
Number 2, you know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Poor Jon Snow. Seems no matter how hard he tries or how far he gets, there will always be someone telling him that he doesn't have a clue.
Everybody knew what this place was, and no one told me. No one but you.
Famously coined by the wildling Ygritte, this phrase was meant to insult Jon during his time beyond the wall as he tried to infiltrate the wildling camps.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Due to their eventual romance, this meaning changed over time to be funny and almost cute.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
But, like all things in Game of Thrones, the phrase became soiled with blood and tears when it became Ygritte's final words as she dies in Jon's arms, only to be hauntingly repeated by Melisandre later on.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
I understand that if any more words come pouring out your cunt mouth, I'm gonna have to eat every f***ing chicken in this room.
Power resides where men believe it resides. It's a trick, a shadow on the wall. And a very small man can cast a very large shadow.
Why is the world so full of injustice?
Because of men like you.
There are no men like me. Only me.
I am the king! I will punish you.
Any man who must say, I am the king, is no true king.
Do you want to be a queen?
No. I want to be the queen.
But do you understand why I had to kill him?
Oh, where's the old way?
The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword.
Number 1, winter is coming.
He won't be a boy forever. And winter is coming.
It's the famous saying of House Stark. It's the name of the first episode of this glorious series. It's been repeated by practically every major player in the Game of Thrones. And unlike most house words, it actually came to pass.
Starks are always right eventually. Winter is coming.
From Ned Stark to Jon Snow, this phrase has been a warning that many have ignored. That is, until the long night is on Westeros' doorstep.
The long night is coming. And the dead come with it.
Everyone, no matter who they are, is about to see just how right the Starks were. Winter has come. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite Game of Thrones quote?
First lesson. Sticking with the pointy end.
I know which end to use.
For more top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
You're talking to a king! And now I've struck a king. Did my hand fall from my wrist?